Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights. Look at me. Go.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Check hot route. Yep.
2nd down and inches. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Alert, 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 alert. 56. Hey, echo.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Run.
Me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously.
And the pressure gets to him again. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
2nd and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Flush to his right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He's going to let the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On the carry, it's Chubb. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming out.
Go.
Shit.
Alpha.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
It's a gain of 35.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double it. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big one.
And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. They'll drop the throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Steps away to his left, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14 to 7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Hey, Haywood!
56. Let's go, D, let's go.
On first and 10, Mayfield being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this one is right down Broadway. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. A give running right is Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Regular. Hey, let's go.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Oh, spinning away. And he's got his man. That's Landry.
Let's go, baby.
And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
First down, Browns.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Chubb running right. He stiff arms him. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
180.
Check 56. Hey, watch the slant.
A run for Nick Chubb. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready? Rock it.
You pop.
SOS. Bravo.
SOS.
Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Johnson, the intended target.
Brandon, this is an example of good defense here. He's got nobody open down the field, so he does the right thing and tries to check it down to his running back out of the backfield. But a lot of times, you just expect the safety valve to be open. And here...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's into the clear. 30, the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 78 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Switch.
Hey, Charlie. Be careful.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Second and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You go tight. You got smooth. You got tight right there.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Take a seat.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
At the Niners' 48-yard line.
Set. 180.
56.
Alert, 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 alert. One touch.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10.
Hey, high 7.
58. 58. It's Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Snap.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Ready, set.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the... And got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Mayfield, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Alpha.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Box drop, box drop.
Back. 57.
He'll drop to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he gets it down to the 32. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. 2nd down and inches. There goes a deep ball. And this is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trent Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have moved out in front. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 180. Hey, 133.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This is taken near the 13. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Five.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Push him back. 58.
Hey, Echo.
58, come on. Hey, get in the weight room. Hey, 58 is a Mike.
Come. Bravo.
Watch the run. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
Snap.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Mayfield to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's good for 28 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Back to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
On the set. Watch the screen.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.